Dane, what's up, man? Season 5 in full effect. How are you today?
Oh man, I'm still head is spinning from all the great stories we've had, and this one I've been waiting for. We've been waiting for, so I can't wait to get to it.
We've been waiting for this one for a long time, but
Yeah,
we'll introduce her in just a minute. Our guest of the week, Tallen Edwards. Let me tell you guys, back in the day, even when we began working with Coach G, this takes us back several years. We got to watch Talent up close many, many times. She probably doesn't remember it, but I was that guy that's like, sign my hat. She don't remember I was that crazy guy that was asking her. But we got to see her play many times her days at Oklahoma State. Great ambassador of the sport. Did great things there. Had a chance to maybe get a little closer to home and transferring to Texas A&M for her final season. Doing great things, man. This girl, everybody knows her. She's been in the World Series many times. Kind of a vocal leader, a powerhouse on the field and off the field. Great ambassador of the sport, role model, shows her faith publicly.
yeah,
Just one of those people where I want my daughter to be like her, right, Dane?
yeah,
You said that before in the
absolutely.
past too, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like they say, never, beat people you admire, but in this instance, you'd want to meet her and be like her. So,
Yeah,
absolutely.
we're excited to have her. Been waiting a long time. It was cool because I actually no hard feelings. I'll tell her this when I see her. I messaged her like 4 years ago and she finally responded. No, I haven't been waiting there. Yes, I have actually. Been waiting for her to respond. So we finally got her to come on the show and I'm so excited. So without wasting any more time, I want to bring on one of our favorites, Talon Edwards.
Yeah.
Talon, how you doing, my friend?
Doing pretty good. How are you guys? I'm sorry.
It's all good. No offense. No, nothing taken. I'm sure I went to the junk folder because I remember you're like, yo, sorry, this was like 3 years ago. It's so funny when you messaged me back. I was like, that's so awesome. She finally said yes. I don't even care. So I appreciate you
Man,
telling.
those
How's
DMs, they get flooded, man. And then I'm going back through
Yeah.
it one day and I'm like, oh God, this is
yeah,
terrible.
it's all good. It's all good. How's the life treating you in the transition to Texas? How's everything so far? There.
Mm.
Yeah, everything's going really well. It's a little bit different here academically than it is in Oklahoma, as a lot of people know. So I think that that's been like the biggest change, trying to figure out how all of their systems operate. But other than that, like softball wise, it has just been so smooth. And we actually start practice this next week, which I've been itching to do. So I'm just excited to see what's next.
Here we go. It's all
Absolutely.
it's hitting the ground running. You know, thinking about you as an athlete, we watched you again for a long time. A very,
Yeah.
very big supporter of what you do. I loved your leadership presence at Oklahoma State. Even way before that, though, I know this body of work you put together, you know, high
Yeah.
school, middle school days, going back. I'm curious as I jump into the question set. Take me back to when this all began. When did the
Yeah.
love for softball begin for you? What age? Kind of how did this get going for you? You know?
Mhm. Yeah, so I feel like when it really kicked in for me and when I realized like my strengths, around what was I? I think I was 11. I had my sister was 18 at the time and she was signed to go to Missouri. And we ended up getting to play together for her last two tournaments of her career in high school. Some of the girls went down with she was in the Colorado IDT tournament, and then they had
Hmm.
the some type of PGF in Cali the next weekend. And they had like four girls go down with injuries and they needed somebody to suit up. And I was like,
Let's go.
I
Let's
mean, I
go.
guess, I guess. So the first tournament, I literally jumped in like mid tournament, got a couple of at bats, did some cool little things, and then kind of sat the bench the rest of the time as an 11-year-old should.
Wow.
And then the next weekend, he gave me like the full opportunity through the scrimmage games at the jump and all of that, and I was getting all of the at bats. I ended up leading the team in batting average and runs
Wow.
scored in that California tournament. And, 11-year-old me is just going out there like, if I fail, I'm 11. If I
Yeah.
succeed, I'm also 11. So
Right, right. You'll
I think,
win.
and I got to play with my sister. And that was the coolest and craziest thing ever, was to step on the field with her. Like how you guys talk about your daughter's looking up to me. That was me with my own
Yeah.
sister. Like
Yeah.
she was everything to me, still is everything to me.
Yeah.
And so that was the moment that it was like, oh, this is real. Like I can do some really cool stuff with this. And I thank Greg Schnudi. He was the coach for the East Cobb Bullets. I thank him for giving me the opportunity. And once that happened, I hit the ground running. Within
Literally, wow.
literally within the next couple of weeks or the next couple of months, I got a full ride from the University of Missouri.
Wow.
Ended up committing there, and like I said, like it just opened everything for me. So it was a
Wow.
really cool experience.
So like I'm still
Wow.
trying to figure out what I do with my life, and I'm almost 40. So I'm envying you first of all that you're 11 and you're out here like, yo, step on the field 11. I can't get over this. I can just see you like this little tiny thing out there. Just I would love to see that video footage of you out there just getting it done against basically college people at that point.
Yeah.
And it's like this modern day like David and Goliath type story. You're out there getting it done and being recognized at such an early age. Dan, I don't know what to
Yeah.
think of that. What do you think of that, man? It's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, whenever we watch our daughters play, they play an age up. You're thinking, man, they're really they're coming of age. But from 11 to 18, it's quite a jump, and to get that much success at that early age is something else.
Wow. Wow.
Now, whenever you were growing up and playing, I mean, obviously you stepped on the field at 11 with your sister. Were there other sports that you started playing at a young age, or was it just because of your sister that was just softball your thing? What other sports have you tried, or did
Mm.
you try at that younger age?
Yeah, so I played baseball for a pretty
Mhm.
long time, from the time that I was like 7 until I hit like 13. I also played basketball throughout that time. And once I committed to Missouri, that's when my dad was like, cut it off. Like
Yeah.
Right.
every other sport's got to go. We don't want your knees getting bad. We don't want to
Yeah.
do too much. And so, yeah, that's when all of that kind of broke off. I was very upset, very
Yeah.
upset. But yeah, no, obviously it was the best decision for me. I think the biggest regret I have at a young age was my mom played football growing up. My sister also played football growing up, and she
Oh, wow.
wrestled with boys. Like she did it all.
Yeah.
And for some reason at a young age, I was like really girly girl. I was like the standoff from the family. And I was like, I don't want to play football. And I regret it every single day of my life. So
Hey, maybe there's still some time. You never know. I mean, it sounds like you're that kid that showed up at basketball practice in cleats still, like they're full gear. All right, next sport. Like it's practice to practice to practice. I'm glad to know that your dad was like, hey, thank you, Pops, for like telling her to shrink it down. Not that you wouldn't have
Yeah.
been amazing at the other sports, I'm sure, but we're so glad that Pops kind of
Yeah.
made you narrow it in. We talked about influence a little bit too, Talon, and I meant this. So your net that you've casted, girls watch you, they look up to you. I mean, it's a presence, and especially it's
Yeah.
cool being a part of the sport now.
Yeah.
You are in that movement. If you go back 20 years, even like the Cat Ostermans and Jenny Finches, they laid the groundwork, but you're part of those Montana
Yeah.
Foutses, those Maxwells, those Jordy Balls, you're part of that movement that like is
Yeah.
now we are here. We've made it, we've arrived. They say sometimes even women's college softball sports outranks a lot of male sports as it should. The equality is there. I love that you're part of this movement where it's
Yeah.
now here. We're not waiting for it, it's here. There's pro side to this and it just keeps growing. So the influence that you're casting on the sport is enormous. You have a huge like legacy that you're leaving
Yeah.
behind. I'm curious, maybe modern day influence you have, maybe some of the early days. Is there a couple, two or three people that still are in your corner, like your influences? Who influences you even now, you know?
so definitely my family, of course. Uh, I would say for sure my husband. Just recently kind of got that title, so
Congrats. It's
definitely
awesome.
him. Thank you, thank you. And really, like I won't sit here and lie to you and say that I've just had somebody by my hip this whole
Mhm.
time. Um, I think that a lot of people don't know I'm really an independent person. I've really just been this is my journey. I don't want to share this with
I
anybody
like that.
else.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would say like really just deeply my family, my husband and his family. And yeah, that's really it. I have a couple of friends outside of that, Angelina Craig, Tatum Bradshaw,
Hmm.
people that I could always go confide in, but those were the people that you don't have to talk to them for 3 months and you can pick up a conversation. You know what
I
I
love
mean?
that.
Yeah.
So definitely those type of people, but I don't know, this journey's kind of been independently
Yeah.
growing and trying to figure out my own way because I know I'm not always gonna have these people by me when I'm going 0 for 3 in a game or when I'm having
Right.
a bad season. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
definitely big influences, but I don't need them 24/7, and they
Right.
know
I love
that.
that.
And they know that I love them so much. But
Yeah, yeah, we get what you're
Yeah.
saying. Your career
Absolutely.
is independently owned and operated. I love that, right?
Yeah. There
It's
you
kind of
go.
how and I do love this too. Your style of what strong female leadership. This is one of the reasons me and Dane started the show.
Yeah.
That it's great to have people to lean on, but to set it for yourself. Like this is the bar I'm setting for myself. That way, only
Yeah.
you can be accountable to yourself because you're not waiting for anybody else's approval. Even though this is a sport driven by fans, you're
Yeah.
only waiting on your own approval, which is cool. I will say, Talon, just a side note, we respect you for this. I love how kind of open you are with your faith too. Got to see you sharing some stuff of like your faith and being at church the other day. That is such a cool
Yeah.
thing. Danny and I can remember a time when it was almost like, oh, don't talk about that. It was just like, no, let's just talk about the
Yeah.
game. I love how public and open you are about that. So I just wanted to say thank you, and I commend you
Yeah.
for being so
Absolutely.
open about that too, Talon. So
Thank you. Thank you,
yeah,
of course.
it's
Yeah.
important. Then go ahead.
Yeah. Now that you're settling in at A&M there, every athlete that we've talked to, you know, they set some certain standards for themselves going into a school year or to a discipline they have. Are you similar to that? What are a couple of maybe of goals that you've set for yourself to on this next step in your journey?
Well, number one, continue to grow my relationship with God. I feel like at Oklahoma State, I'm humble about it. I didn't do a good job at that. It was kind of an on and off,
Yeah.
a lot of questioning instead of just running with my faith.
Mhm.
And I think the biggest leap of faith I ever took was leaving something that made me feel like that. And so that's one of the main goals that I have here. Feeling great here. My second goal is really just to like, I don't know, just to have fun.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. I talked to my sports psychologist Victor the other day, and I was telling him that I'm nervous. Like I haven't been nervous in a really long time, but it became really real once this first day of school was the next day, and I was like, oh, hold on, wait.
Yeah.
Brand new place. Like I told him, I was like, the biggest thing for me is how do I just stay in the present moment? How do I not try to make something out of the future that's not here yet?
Right.
And so that's a big thing for me, is working on just staying in the moment. And something really important that he said to me was just like, dude, it's your senior year. Like you've done this 3
Yeah.
times now. Like
Yeah.
3 times. Like you have an instinct now that nobody else does.
Right.
Yeah.
And so just letting things flow. And just
I love
going
that.
with the flow day by day, taking it slow, which I think is a good reminder to have
Yeah.
from people here. And then just being the best teammate that I can be. So this sport gets really hard, and it's been hard for 3 years for me. So
Right.
just making sure that my teammates know that I have their back in order for them to feel comfortable to have mine.
Wow.
So yeah, those are the 3 things that I've just been like nailing on and like actively thinking about and going head into things, just with positive mindsets. And I knowing that I'm gonna get knocked down, but just staying where my feet are.
I love that. You know, and
Wow.
it's an interesting world with like softball, like you said. You've been playing really, if you think about it, for over a decade, and that's it still is your prime. Softball is one of the only sports you can do that, where you can play as a kid and still be in your prime. You've got, 12, 13, 14 years of history behind you if you really
Yeah.
think about it. And to still, it's almost encouraging to know that you can still be a little nervous after being a
Yeah.
pro. I mean, 14 years of doing anything, and still that you get
Yeah.
nervous. It's kind of refreshing to know that you still get excited about the game and the hype. Is cool, but like the fundamentals, like I still love doing this. I still love it. I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about the basics. That's cool. Speaking of which, though, you think about, yeah, maybe senior year, but the way that the sport has evolved now with your knowledge and also the evolution of the pro
Yeah.
stuff. Are we thinking coach pro after this year? I mean, what are you thinking after this? Because there's still plenty of opportunities for you
Yeah,
even after
absolutely.
college. So
Yeah, for sure. And weirdly enough, I just talked to my mother about this yesterday. I was like, that also goes along with me trying to force a future.
yeah, I see.
Like, so it's very little thought on it. And I'm not betting on it because I do still want to go to school after I'm done with school, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
I
got
want
you.
the main goal in the end for me is I want to be a dentist, and that's been a goal since I was 12 years old.
Okay.
So if something gives me the opportunity to still stay in this game, but also get my big goal that I need to get done,
Yeah.
then cool. But
That's cool. Yeah.
how fast everything is changing, it's almost hard to say like, yeah, I for sure want to do this. Like athletics is just
Mhm.
layering and layering, and
Right.
sometimes you don't even know the opportunities. So if I were to get an opportunity after this, I say heck yeah if
Yeah,
it can fit into my alignment of what I want to do. But just once again letting things flow,
I love that.
taking
That's
it one
cool.
step.
Yeah, awesome answer. And I think it's neat to hear it's, that softball is huge. It's great. We love it. We've been doing this for a decade now, both of our kids, well, really more than that. And so it becomes your world. Sometimes you kind of
Yeah.
forget, even though you love it, that there is life outside of the sport.
Yeah.
And it's nice to remember that, hey, what if, maybe you could have played, but maybe there's an injury or just I want to do something
Right.
else, help in a different way. Helping in a different capacity is huge. So it's kind of refreshing to know that even the elites like yourself, you look beyond the sport. That's cool. Our
Right.
daughters will think, we got a couple years left of playing, thinking about college. Okay, now I got to get into school, and they're kind of nervous, freaking out. What do I do next? And I'm talking to a pro that's like, hey, just take it one day at a time. And that's so
Yeah.
refreshing to hear that, Dane. Don't you agree?
Oh yeah, definitely. You get wrapped up in, the future, like you said, it could just be overwhelming. So you just got
Mm.
to dial it back and do what you do the best you can day to day. So great
I
message.
love that, man. That take, I've honestly never heard that talent from. We've done a lot of these, about 300, and it's like to have that. Hey, let tomorrow worry about itself. I think that's somewhere in the
Yeah.
Bible too. Kind of, you got a little message there too, Talon. That I think
Yeah, there you
it's
go.
worry about tomorrow, the next day. Today's today. Let's focus on today. So that's really,
Yeah.
really good advice. Now, there's a segment I promise you in all your days of media. I promise you, every interview you've done, I'm willing to go to bat and bet. See how I did that, Dean? Go to bat. See how I did there?
Yeah,
I'm willing
that's
to
good.
bet you've
We
never
need
had a
a
segment like this. So we have a segment we're known for. 3 strong years of this. It's called Rapid Fire. There's some questions we're going to ask you. Now, here's the thing. There's no wrong answer. You pick what you want. We're going to bet on you. We think we know what you're going to say. And whichever one of us gets the most right answers, betting on your personality, the winner gets lunch provided by the loser. So let's just
Okay.
say I'm about 200 victories, so I don't really want to let today be, a bad day, you know what I'm saying? So in this segment, there's no wrong answer. Reality doesn't exist. It's just kind of a personality test about you. So you go with what you feel like the right answer should be. Okay?
Okay.
So got our
Okay.
picks right here. Dane, you ready? You ready to go on
Yep.
this?
Yep. Here we go.
Okay, check it out. So after the season, I'm gonna go and call it. You guys are ranked high. You win the championship. We're gonna go get out there and call it. We know what's gonna happen. But after that, they're like, hey, come on back for one game. We want you to do us a favor and coach the opener of next year's opening game, like next year. This is a year down the road. They're asking you to coach the opening game for the A&M. They want you to do it. When you get there, they say, here's the thing. There's a caveat. You can't coach normal. You have to coach all the players on the field using 1 or 2 tactics. You can talk to all your players using only a Pictionary kit or an Etch-a-Sketch kit. Pictionary, Etch-a-Sketch can't talk, have to use one of these 2 things. How are you going to coach these kids on game day? Which one?
The Pictionary.
Let's go. I had it and I really did. How about you, Dan? Which one?
Oh yeah, Pictionary. I never was able to get that Etch-a-Sketch down.
Me
so.
neither.
Yeah. Okay. Question 2. I'm a fan of this. Call me crazy. I'm that guy that watches this. My wife thinks I'm like 100. There's a QVC channel. Love it. Absolutely love it. I'll be that guy. It's like, oh look, it's lighted flashlights. It's like lighted keychains. I'm that guy, right? So you get asked. This is really cool to be on QVC. To do like a commentary. It's like an auctioneer live kind of commentary thing. They're selling a bunch of like old school antiques. Okay. You get to be on this and have a partner commentator with you doing this presentation for these old school stuff. You can choose your partner to be Dochi or Glorilla to be your partner on this QVC special. Dochi, Glorilla, who's going to be your co-host on this episode?
Glorilla for sure.
Let's
For
go.
sure.
Dane, I had one. What'd you have on that, man?
I missed that one.
You get Dochi on that one? I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's okay, Dan. You don't have to get them right. It's okay. I'm not offended. So it's okay. So your first hit on your first game, they ask you to do, you have 2 things. On your first hit, going into game 1, so we're going to get through fall ball and all that kind of stuff. You walk up to the plate and the coach says you have to take your first at bat in a very unique way. Option A, you have to use a pool noodle to try to hit the ball. Or option B, got to try to hit the ball blindfolded. Pool noodle, blindfold, which way you going?
Blindfold.
Oh my gosh, I did not have that. I really didn't. I was thinking maybe like a bunt, like just kind of like do something, with it, kind of hit it. Dan, what'd you have on that?
Oh yeah, blindfolded. You have a really good chance of going. Your teammates will help you, tell you when to swing. Oh yeah.
Really? Are you serious? There's no way, man. I won't do anything blindfolded. I won't even walk across my house blindfolded. Are you kidding me? Let's no. Well, you're braver than me, Talon. I could stop right now and say thank you. You're my hero. I can't do that. No way. 2 more questions. There's a lot of charity ones in this round. It's pretty cool. So, charity event. You get asked to kind of do a live, kind of ESPN Plus charity event for the team, fundraiser, stuff like that. And there's 2 things you can do. let's see which one maybe is your bigger fear. Let's see if I got it right. You can choose to essentially do an at bat on a tightrope, an at bat on a tightrope, or you can choose to do just a here we go, jump out, do some skydiving. Tightrope, skydiving, which way you going?
Tightrope.
Oh my gosh, dude, Dan, I'm striking out. Oh my gosh, I had skydiving. I really had you because
I have a crippling fear of heights.
Really, really.
I hate it.
Oh my gosh, Dan, I didn't have that one. What'd you have, Dan?
I had skydiving as well.
Man, Talon, I don't know why. I got one more chance to tie Dan because you're hitting me by one. Okay, so final question. One of the things that we love about our days of softball, the kids, everybody always loves walk-up songs. It's so cool. It's just part of the game at this point. Like I walk up, and it's almost your psychology of the season. What's my walk-up song going to be? Our kids ask us more about that than practice.
Yeah.
What's my walk-up song? So you get a chance to create your walk-up song for this year. You do. And you get a partner with one of these two awesome artists to make Tallen Edwards 25 season opening walk-up song. The two artists you can co-write the song and sing with is Luke Combs or Zach Bryan. Who's helping to make your song?
Zach Bryan.
Oh my gosh, I give up. I really had Luke Combs, man. I really did. Dane, how about you?
Oh yeah, Brian.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
You beat me, Dan.
Man.
What is this, man?
Yeah.
It's been years, man.
At the pace we were going, I was either going to need we needed either a sponsor or I need to go get a bank loan to pay off all these lunches.
Well, Dane, I don't know. You guys must have talked before the episode, so congrats, Dane, on your win. Talon, thank you for that. It's a little segment of something we do called Rapid Fire. So thanks for being a good sport, something a little different. Appreciate you. And here's Dane for the final segment.
Talon, on this final segment, we call it Open Mic. We open the floor to our guests to maybe talk to those that are watching and listening, maybe some of that next generation or really anybody that needs a word of inspiration. Is there something in your career or in your life that maybe a philosophy or a mantra that you've continued to follow that has helped you through to reach the heights you have and maybe through some tough times that maybe you can pass on to that next generation or that ear that needs it?
Yeah, for sure. I actually have it tattooed right here on me. The word is finish. And it's something that I think my dad had a talk with my sister and I think I was like 14, and she was obviously in college. And that word stood out to me so much because everything he said, he ended it with just finish it. Whatever you start, finish it.
I love that.
Wow.
And so I feel like that's just a huge one that I have taken with me. And I feel like something that's like been heavy on my heart lately for our younger generation is the fact that things weirdly enough are getting harder for them. It's easier to get distracted. Yeah. We have these stupid phones and social media and NIL, and you can just get caught up in so much and can lead you into a bad spot. So I think that more than ever, this word finish has just been something that I'm continuing to carry with me, and it means even more the further that I go.
So. Yeah. Wow.
That's enough said, right? And it's interesting enough that you said that, Talon. No joke. I promise, not scripted, not saying this. I was listening to a minister this week actually talking about the story of Noah, where Noah set out to build a boat. Nobody thinking 120 years later, oh, when's this going to get done, right? Basically, the story was you start something and nobody around you is there to help you finish it. The theme of what you said, like I am my own consultant. I'm my own kind of my own pep talk. Mixing that with like, hey, you started something, no matter what it is, you got to finish it. Whether it's softball, whether it's a test, whether it's deciding to do karate or go for a run or, finishing a job, like don't start it if you're not going to finish it. That rings so powerful. And you've done that. Like you have done that so well. And it's just awesome to hear. Right, Dane?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you were just talking about the social media things and, you get so many girls, even at practice, they're out there doing what they're supposed to, but then immediately after I'm on my phone. And then just the focus goes right off the window. And it's a great message for them to hear that, finish what you're doing. And there's plenty of time for everything else once you get your work done.
Wow. Talon, thank you, Talon. That's powerful stuff. I mean, I like the way they always say like those quiet leaders, and it's cool because you're very deliberate with what you're saying, obviously you've proven it over your career. It's not like you just saying it, you backed it up. You've been at the World Series many times, so you know what you're doing and what you're saying rings true. So just that mentality of I'm gonna go out there and do it. No one's gonna have to depend on me. I depend on myself. That kind of mentality is so huge. I think the world needs more of that. So obviously, Talon, thank you for making this bucket list happen. Waiting a long time for this. Maybe next time, I'll get it, my message read a little sooner. Just kidding, totally kidding.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm totally kidding. I get it. I'm just messing with you. Congrats on all of your success, the marriage, the
Yeah.
transfer to Texas. You got a lot of awesome stuff going. Can't wait to see you play this year.
Yeah,
You'll
absolutely.
you'll be seeing us when you come through. We'll be the ones hollering, the crazy guys watching you play. Say, hey, it's my friend. So we're gonna be those guys. Let's make sure this is not the last time as your season unfolds and as new ventures happen.
Yeah.
Don't be a stranger. You're welcome to come back anytime. We'll be cheering you on the whole time. Okay. So
That sounds great. Thank you guys for having me. I've genuinely
Talent,
enjoyed this.
Thank you for your
awesome.
time.
Thank you, Talent. Much love. Have a great day and take care. Okay. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. Y'all too.
Take care.
Yeah.
Dan, I'm telling you, man, she's so just deliberate with what she says. I loved it. What do you think of her?
Yeah, I mean, it's being your own cheerleader. We've heard that before, but she lives it. I pretty much have these goals that I set, and nothing's going to deter me from it because I don't want to let myself down. And coupled with finish,
Just
it's
finish it.
determined to do the best that she can do and be the best that she can be. It's a great message. I love it for anybody out there, whether it's sports, work, family, parenthood. It transcends everything in life.
Mm. It's interesting, man. Like there's so many life lessons and nuggets in there when she's talking about
Yeah.
kind of not comparing yourself to others and the race. Like I remember hearing this many times growing up and even reading it myself. One of the Apostle Pauls was talking about, the race you set is a marathon. And you can correlate that into life, into
Yeah.
sports, and it's not good to compare yourself to others. What she's basically saying is she's taking this sport where everybody compares themselves, and that's what you
Yeah.
do in this sport, and saying, hey, I've gotten this far along by only trying to compete against myself. And she's still
Yeah.
saying that,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. And like she said, be in the moment, be the best you can in the moment. A
Wow.
lot of great things, as we get older, we sometimes we forget lessons, and like today, sometimes you hear lessons that you needed in your life, and
Yeah.
it can't be said any better. And somebody that young teaching you something is a true testament to how great she's lived her life.
Wise beyond her years, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
wow, that was good. Well, thank you, Talon, on behalf of that, and thank you, A&M, for loaning her to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
All the way
Absolutely.
back to the early days of just watching you play. Can't wait to see what you do this year. I have no doubt she'll be in the World Series. You just know it's
Yeah.
going to happen, Dane. She's just one of those perennial powerhouses, and we're excited to get to watch her play. You guys, season 5 is just going along great. I'm just grateful to be here. I feel like I'm the one that's the fan just learning this season. I don't know about
Yeah.
you, Dane, but
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the ride. How about you?
Yeah. I love it. I mean, I love the stories we're getting. I mean, more people coming on, it's you don't even think the size of their names because all these stories are just great. I mean,
Man,
people that are accomplishing things and the joy they have when they're doing it is
love it.
I love hearing all of it.
Inspiring. Well, you guys, like we said early on, don't forget to like and subscribe. Spread the
Yeah.
message. Positivity grows fast.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Season 5 in full effect. Same show, new stories. We're excited to have you along for many more to come. Just getting started, as we said. So please, please, please give yourself a good big thank you for listening. Spread the word.
Yeah.
Don't forget, as always, that we love you. And Dane.
Thank you for listening.